Mm. Yeah. Oh, hope remains. This music. When the night stretched longer than I thought I could endure, and every lesson taught me nothing that prepared me for this dark. When I lost the trail and lost the spark of even wanting to believe again, when the wound refused to close, and when the morning felt like something for the ones whose lives were filled with light and warmer suns than mine had been, I found inside the deep of what I thought was gone beyond the keep of any reaching, something still alive, a small and stubborn willingness to strive. Hope does not disappoint the waiting soul. Hope is what arrives and makes the broken whole. Hope is not the feeling of the certain day. Hope is the decision still to pray. When nothing in the natural agrees, when everything is bending in the breeze of doubt and fear and all that says giving, hope is where the miracle begins. Gospel choir, hold on, hope remains. The anchor does not keep the ship from storm. It keeps the ship from drifting from the form of where it needs to remain through the night, until the captain rises with the light of morning and the knowledge of the way. And hope is that same anchor in the fray of everything that pulls the soul adrift. Hope planted deep below the surface gift of feeling deeper than the circumstance, deeper than the evidence, the dance of what the eye can see and what it cannot. Hope holds where the natural holds not.
Hope does not disappoint the waiting soul. Hope is what arrives and makes the broken whole.
Oh, oh, oh.
Hope is not
hold on, hope remains. I have met the ones who gave it up too soon, who let the cloud convince them of no moon. Behind it, who released the rope before the rescue came and never knew what for. They were being asked to hold on just a little longer, and I understand, because I nearly did the same, but something held my open and releasing hand and kept it closed around the last thin thread of what I still believe, though almost dead. And on the other side of the almost, I found everything I thought was gone the most. So I preach it to myself before the day, before the news arrives and has its say, before the world reminds me of the weight. I tell myself while standing at the gate of every morning, hope is there's a particular kind of tired that comes from hoping long without the hired outcome showing up on schedule, and the holding on with just the trembling hand, a faith that will not fully let it go, not because it feels the thing, but so because it knows the character of one who does not leave the promise undone. And that tired is the most honored kind. It is not the tired of the giving mind. It is the tired of the one who stayed past everything that should have made afraid.
Not disappoint the waiting soul. Hope is what arrives and makes the broken whole. Hope is not the feeling of the certain day. Hope is not decision still to pray. miracle begins.
Gospel choir.
Hope,
Hold on. Hope remains. The woman who had spent her every resource on every cure that promised and then failed, who reached through the impossible and touched the hem before the moment could be bailed. Out of that is hope in its most desperate and most beautiful expression. The reaching when the reaching is the last thing. You have energy for, and she was healed not by her merit or her goodness, but by the reaching that refused to stop. And hope is that same reaching in the darkness, the hand extended past the final drop. I want to speak about the ones who hoped for someone's healing, and the healing sloped away from what they prayed and what they asked, and they were left with grief and with the task of reconciling what they believed with what occurred and I have not received an easy answer for that holy pain. But I know that hope survives even the rain of unanswered, that hope learns different shapes, that hope transforms but never fully breaks, that those who keep on hoping through the loss find something on the other side that costs. Let me talk to someone who has been hoping for the same thing for so long that they have started to be embarrassed by it, who has almost stopped telling anyone because they have been telling people for years and still nothing. And the looks of sympathy are starting to feel worse than silence. I want to say to you, your hope is not foolish. Your hope is not a sign of naivety or denial. Your hope is one of the most courageous things about you. Keep it. Even if you have to keep it quietly now. Even if only you and God know that it is still there. Keep it. He has not forgotten what you are hoping for.
hope is not the feeling of a certain thing. Hope is not deceived to reign.
Hope is not
Thus not disappoint the waiting soul. Oh,
valley of dry bones was a hopeless scene, the most completely finished picture scene of what could not come back, and yet the word was spoken and the miracle was heard into existence from the silent dead. And what was gone beyond all hope instead became the testimony of a God who operates where all have found it odd. To think revival possible, and that is where he specializes, right at that exact address of what cannot be done. He shows up, and the impossible is won.
Hope does not disappoint the waiting soul. Hope is what arrives and makes the broken whole. Hope is not the feeling of the certain day. Hope is the decision still to pray.
When nothing in the natural agrees, when everything is bending in the breeze of doubt and fear and all that says give in, hope is where the miracle begins. Gospel choir, hold on, hope remains. I have seen the testimony of the long wait, the one who prayed for 20 years or more, and then the answer came in ways they never expected it to come through any door. They had been watching, and the door God used was one they had not thought to look toward. And in the coming of it, they could trace the wisdom of the timing and the grace of every year that felt like wasted waiting was preparation for receiving what would come in its appointed and most perfect season, not a moment early. But so hope is not the passive and the sitting. It is active, it is staying in the room. It is continuing to plant the garden, even when the season feels like gloom. It is the choosing to prepare for what has not yet shown its face, but has been said by one whose word is more reliable than every evidence of present dread. Hope prepares the table for the guest before the guest has confirmed that they will come, because hope knows the character of the one who does not send his word and leave it undone. I want to say something about what hope produces in the waiting. Because hope is not idle while it waits. It is working in you. It is building patience in the places where patience was thin. It is deepening character in the spaces where character was shallow. It is making room for the fullness of what is coming by clearing out what was taking up space in the person who comes out. On the other side of the long hope is not the same person who went in. They are larger, more compassionate, more able to sit with others in their waiting because they know what it cost and what it produced. Hope does not disappoint, not because everything we hope for always comes, but because the hope in itself always makes us more than we were. Hope does not disappoint, not because everything we hope for always comes, but because the hoping itself always makes us more than we were. The morning star appears before the sunrise, before the world has seen the first of light. The morning star is already declaring that the darkness does not own the night. And hope is like that star. It goes before the breakthrough, it arrives and it declares what has not yet appeared in the natural, what is coming past the present, where we stand and look at evidence of nothing, and the star says I am here, which means the sun is right behind me in the coming. Trust what the morning star this evening means. Hope does not disappoint the waiting soul. Hope is love arrives and makes the broken whole. Hope is not the feeling of the certain And I declare this over everyone who gave up hope before the race was run, who laid the anchor down because the storm was longer than the elms could hold the form of faith in something larger than the wave. Pick up the anchor, you were made to brave this exact water with this exact hope. The rope is stronger than you think. The rope has held it worse than this, and it will hold today, tomorrow, and the days enrolled beyond the sight of where you stand right now. The anchor holds, the anchor always will somehow. So let the testimony finally ring. Let every soul that survived their suffering stand up and speak of what the hoping cost and what was gained through everything that lost. Its power in the end to keep them down. Let every waiting saint remove the frown of the long delayed and lift the voice instead and say that hope kept something in me fed through every season when the table bare, through every night when no one else was there, through every morning when the strength was gone. Hope was the only reason I held on. Before this ends, I want to speak one final time to the one who almost did not make it to this moment, who was so close to letting go of everything, to the one whose hope is barely a flicker right now. Not a flame, just a flicker. I want to say to you, a flicker is enough. God does not require a blazing fire to work with. He has always worked with the smallest things, the mustard seed, the widow's last coin, the 5 loaves, the boy's lunch. The flicker of hope in an exhausted soul is more than enough for him to work with. Do not blow it out. Do not apologize for it. Do not compare it to someone else's blazing certainty. Your flicker in his hands becomes the testimony that changes everything. Hold on, just hold on. The morning star is already rising, even if you cannot see it yet. It is already there, and the sun is right behind it for you, specifically. Holy. For you. Everything strips to piano alone first, or leavened slowly with warm hope beneath.